any phone, a Galaxy Fold is mad expensive too.
They're computer prices, bro.
They're computer prices of fucking
You can get a
laptops.
beautiful, legit gaming laptop that runs
For,
editing software for less sometimes.
yeah, a lot of times.
I'll just bring that shit on my Hello?
Hey,
Yeah,
oye,
what's
come
good?
on, come on. Nah, bro, I'm talking into my laptop.
Yo, what's good?
Let me put my earbuds in. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit, bro. It's like technology fucks with every aspect of just creative shit. Because now you have these companies that are like over everybody, like, all right, so how can we maximize profit? How can we do this? How can we do that? And once
That's
that
what it
happens,
is.
it's pretty much slavery. Before the camera started rolling, we were talking about music changing, and then like pop now versus then.
Yeah.
Music in general, technology has everything to do with that.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Could break it down. It's
the
very
dumbing down of things, maybe? It's too easy now?
it's very accessible. Okay, like, okay, if you took somebody who was trying to write music before,
Yeah.
electronic, drum and bass, hardcore, whatever it is, you had to physically get up and be willing to go to a studio. Maybe you had a home setup. Either way, it took some type of, it took some type of effort to go get your setup started. Even if you were doing cassette, like, recordings off of a cassette.
It was a lot more tangible.
Yeah, you had to
Like-
physically be on point. It took processing power to be able to. I got to get this right. You couldn't
Yeah.
really fuck up as easily as you could now. Right about now, you have full studio suites. Like, there's somebody, you could have one person get up out their bed and fucking plug their guitar in and have open an app, play something into an app, lay drums over it, lay bass over it, lay vocals over it. Now you have an EP in a week. That shit's out, and it normally sounds like it was something that was done in a bedroom because you could hear the electronic drums, you could hear the it kind of like sounds it has a very polished sound. It's hard to get the raw sound. You know what I'm saying? Out of something that ain't raw.
Yeah, I noticed that when we were like trying to work on like a song project.
Yeah.
For the podcast, and like it wasn't like we linked up with a good musician friend who was awesome.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like in my head, because when we used to make music,
Yeah.
it was so long ago that you had to be in the room.
Yeah.
You had to be there with your instrument. You had to see what worked, what you could and can't pull off.
You're
really there.
bouncing ideas off of each other.
Yeah, seeing what sounds good. Oh, does this work here? Does this work? Playing it, looking at each. It was. It was. You had to be in sync with one another.
Yeah.
And it was different. And now everybody's just like on a computer. Like, oh, I like this part. Like, go back, and it seems like very efficient.
Yeah.
But almost soulless.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not saying that like, oh, it's using this shit is like the worst thing in the world, but it does have its effect because you hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that goes for everything. Accessibility, like, if you wanted to start a band before, you really wanted to be in a band. Like, for you to go to the effort of getting instruments or getting stuff for your setup, taking your ass to that borough. Because it's not like you could just go down the block and go to a music studio.
Nah, depending where you come from.
Yeah, depending on where you come from.
And depending what kind of music you want to make. You gotta find the right place.
Exactly. I'm not talking about a motherfucker's basement or like, oh yeah, my man has like, no. Not everybody has though. I'm talking about normally people like in the city. If you lived in places like the BX or Upper Manhattan, Harlem, whatever it was, you were finding yourself in one of the studios like Funkadelic. The music building. We have a lot of experience in these places. Many of the other bands, same shit. They were going to the music building. They were getting a spot that they paid for like twice a week or whatever it was. They pay that money at the end of the month. Everybody has different days and they chip in. That was a dope setup, right? You had the mic or maybe the PA system, or you had the mic that's set up to like record the live music, and you would play music, write a song, jam session, and whatever it is you got, you went and listened to that tape later. Like, yo, this is what we were writing. You know what I'm saying? This is what we wrote. If you were like on the high end of shit, maybe you had some type of converter or system that can allow you to take that cassette and bump it into a PC and then create an MP3 of it. Like, this shit is like next level Tony Stark shit back in like 2003. You know what I'm saying? And there's bands, I'm talking about my time frame, not none of these fucking old, oh, we were doing this shit and I don't give a fuck about what you were doing back then. Like, y'all still garbage. Like, I'm talking about my era. Like, we were already at the cusp of like the internet starting to really, really go places with social media and like, you know, streaming, like hardcore MP3 and stuff like that was already a big deal. You had MySpace that allowed everybody to become an HTML programmer for like the few years it was out. You know what I'm saying? So technology was on its way, and you were starting to see that, but everything was still done. Like, if you were on tour, you were still using fucking MapQuest to get places. There wasn't no GPS systems that are
you were looking at the real map, figuring it out.
If you had a GPS system, it was some bulky bullshit that was like this big with a screen that tiny that fucked up like every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right, so
because you had no service.
If you were there, you know this. This is not new to anybody, but the fact is that it's changed a lot, because that goes the same thing for production. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have people who used to, you know, digging in the crates. People used to go and collect records. Like, go digging through records at record stores or whatever it is, their boy's house, whatever it was, and collect these, put it into a turntable, have it connected in some sort of way. That's I wasn't doing DJing or production or anything like that back then, so I'm not sure what, but it's a lengthy process.
Yeah.
Like, you had to sample shit. You had an MPC, like the Akai joints, you know what I'm saying?
There was more care, I would imagine, put into things, because it took more time, more efficiency.
Yeah.
You know, it was a lot more real.
It was a lot more real because you were putting in a lot more effort to like make something sound good, or kind of making sure you took it, at least speaking for ourselves, like you were taking it to like, all right, how tight can we play this so that we have a good recording at least of like what we want to do, how we want to change things.
It was expensive, it was time consuming.
Yeah, exactly. You weren't wasting time.
Yeah.
Now you pay like, you know, whatever it is for an app, or maybe it's free, you got plugins and all this shit, and you know, it's become like a fucking everybody's music sounds like that. You know, when it comes to like the beat making shit, like a lot of producers fucked with Akai and like MPCs, and those are like, for a while those are considered, I don't know, I mean probably still now, I don't know because I'm not a producer, but those were considered like that was technology going crazy back then.
Yeah. Like
programming shit to one button and having your shit mapped out and like being able to play. You've seen dudes like A-Rap Music who were like nasty at the MPC and shit like that. There's a lot of people like that. So that was kind of like where it was. But then like when apps start coming out like Fruity Loop or more, you know, shit that makes it so that you have a whole studio suite in there, then you see what happens. Like, I remember when Rick Ross started really blowing up, like, what's that producer's name? Lex Luger?
Yeah.
Or it was Lex Luger, right? That is like all the music sounded like very grand and very like trumpets and you know, like very like, but it sounded like something that was coming out of that application.
Yeah.
And of course you
could tell it was like a transition period.
Yeah, and then it was also a lot of these kids were kind of getting smarter, because it's like you have so many people around them who are getting banged for using samples and getting banged for using records that, you know, are held by this estate or that estate, and then they sue you, that they're like, fuck it, I'm not making no music with samples no more. So now that crucial element to the hip hop sound, you know, 90% of the shit that anyone likes, I don't care who you are, it don't matter how old you say you are, I don't care your uncle was in the Furious Five, like motherfuckers will tell you that since the beginning and the inception of hip hop, there's always been some form of sampling or inspiration from soul music, R&B, funk, you know what I'm saying? Even the disco era, you know what I mean? Like, so once you take that element out the music, it starts to sound entirely different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like now you have the evolution of that is like drill and like, you know, all this type of shit now, where it's like void of any samples, it's void of any soul, like we were talking about. Some of that shit sounds fire, you know, some of it sounds good, whatever, but it's just like there's crucial elements that really take away from what that shit could sound like or should really sound like to make it hip hop.
Bro, I've heard that like even like so I went to go see Will's band, Lost Becomes, right? And I saw they were playing with some other bands, and not to shit on anybody, but like I saw one of the bands that were like headlining, the music was just very fast and technical.
Oh yeah.
And I was, you were there.
I was there.
You was there. Yeah. So and then the band that went on before, they were like more metal, but you could tell they had like.
Oh yeah, I like that band because they sounded like they were still taking the like, oh, let's go to. You could tell those dudes are in the studio every week writing music. They still listen to like At the Gates, Kill Switch, like. They still had like an old school mind. The music will tell you that from the second you hear it. You know, that's why
it has soul.
Yeah.
You could tell, like, you know, it had some kind of like deeper meaning. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
I forgot their fucking name too, but
yeah, man, it's mad corny because it definitely has a role. Like everybody's in a rush to put shit out. Everybody thinks that their next project got to be like the greatest thing on earth, and you know, it gets me annoyed. Like, I'll give you, technology in general has fucked up a lot of things, you know, and it's just not like we take advantage of technology every day. I have a smartphone just like everybody else. I have a YouTube channel. Like, I'm not saying that technology is the worst thing ever. Obviously not. But when it comes to certain things you're doing, like, you have to, like, lean back a little bit, you know? Like, physical copies of music is still very important. Like, the other day, I'm listening to Hatebreed on Spotify. I realized that Empty Promises, I think it is just not there.
Yeah. Oh,
Why
really?
is that one song missing?
That's crazy.
Like, who did you sell that one song to? Or what movie is it in? Like, I don't understand how one song goes missing from an album. And it's a crucial, like, every song on that album matters.
Yeah.
You can't just do shit like that. And that's the thing I'm talking about. Like, people will laugh at you if you come out with a CD player or something like that. But... y'all the ones. What do you laugh like? Your music could be gone in one day.
Yo, dude, that's like everything that's been wiped away from like shows from our childhood and shit. Right now.
All gone.
Like MTV did that, right? Like, you know, right now because everything is like digital.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's gonna last or like.
Right, it could be gone.
You need to buy like physical media. Like
you have to buy physical media because technology is definitely. It plays a huge role in the direction that shit is going in, you know, and like everything, you know what I mean? I can't, I've never been a fan of people who just kind of like hold on to stuff, hold on to music, hold on to videos, shit that's like historically important. Like that shit needs to be out in the open. If you intend or give a damn about that, it needs to be out in the open. Like, for example, in 2027, 1,000 new hours of 9/11 footage is going to be available at the New York Public Library. Reason for that, there was this couple that back in 2001 put out an ad in the Village Voice that said, were you there? Like, you know, we want to collect your footage. So mad people called them and they started collecting all this footage. And this is how the news presents it. They said that the footage stood in their apartment for the last like decade, like 2 decades until they decided to donate it to the, so you could have just, anything could have happened to you. This is like one of the darkest days in history, and you just thought it wise to never keep that shit somewhere, like donate it earlier on. Like you just think you got the that day didn't tell you that you don't got the luxury of time. Like that day didn't make it perfectly possible.
Yeah.
Make it perfectly clear that you could be here one day and gone the next. Let's wait 20 fucking years to put out this footage. Now we just decided to put it out to the New York Public Library. Like, bro. It's like that to me is the equivalent of people holding on to videos and photos of all the good times you had like 20 years ago and then pulling them shits out of your funeral. Like I can't see this shit now.
Yeah.
Like why do you want to show this is for you? You're doing this for you. You want to show how much ill shit you have. You want to show that you were friends with me or friends with us or whatever. This ain't for me. I can't see that shit. Like I would have appreciated it when I was alive.
Yeah, bring it. Yeah, you know what's crazy about? I've been thinking about like starting to, but it feels a little gay. You know what I mean? To make a scrapbook of photos.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
but it's like yo, I'm starting to think like yo, a scrapbook, like printing out photos. Dude, I haven't printed out a photo 20 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Maybe more.
Yeah.
Maybe like since 2005, 4.
Yeah.
And how many photos, dude? I've lost. You've probably lost shit too on like a hard drive.
Absolutely.
I've lost years of my life of pictures and shit that I can't get back because they were on this digital fucking device.
Yeah.
That got corrupted and now it's just gone.
Everything's in the cloud. Like, bro, fuck out of here with this shit. Like, you could literally get locked out because your shit's connected to an old phone number or something.
Yeah.
And you'll never get back in. Like, Gmail and all that bullshit, all those cloud services got better security than your fucking bank. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers will send you a text every few months. Yo, fraud alert. But that'll never happen with your fucking Gmail. Like, bro, if I could prove that it's me, if I got an ID, like, something. Like, you gotta, like, give me something. Like, they just be locking people out of their accounts, everything. And that just goes back to, like, the whole discussion about music. This shit happens to a lot of people. There's times where people will be like, oh, I don't know why our music got taken down. I don't know why our music ain't on Spotify no more. You gotta have a fucking website. If you want to stay digital, have a fucking website that you control and keep it up there. You know what I'm saying? Have physical copies of the shit and be ready to just distribute that. Like, I can't understand why people think this shit is like, this is supposed to be your art. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you give a fuck?
I feel kind of stupid because I went through this like this moment where I got rid of everything, bro. Dude, I had like first edition books. Like I had a first.
I told you were bugging.
I had a first edition. But
you can't
Tattoo of
tell.
the Rye.
People just gotta feel it for themselves, bro. I told
like,
you,
dude,
were
but
bugging.
it was too much stuff to live in New York and not have my own place. It was so cluttered.
Still, you gotta find a way, bro.
And then I had like,
dude, I took that shit to your sister's house or something.
It was just too much. I had like 600 DVDs and Blu-rays. I had crates.
Yeah,
you know what I ended up doing with the DVDs and shit? I just put them in my hallway. Those shits were gone. One person must have took them all.
Yeah, well, they're gonna appreciate it.
Yeah, I hope they do. There's a lot of good shit, and I did it with books, games, bro. I got rid of, and now people are like paying mad money for like 360
I told
collections.
I kept all my shit.
I asked if you wanted it though, but
bro,
I
can't take it.
Yeah, so that's why
it's just a lot. But there's people, you could have bumped all that shit. You know what I mean?
I just didn't want to. I wasn't into the whole.
I mean,
it was gonna take too long.
I'm just saying, bro. It's about physical holding on to shit. It's tied to memories. It's tied to shit that matters at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You went on a fucking. You were on a on a. What's the word I'm looking for? You went through a phase, nigga.
Nah, I was just trying to clean up, bro.
You went through a phase. You were like, yo, I don't got time. I can't play games no more. I gotta be doing better time with my time.
I was a lot more productive, though. I'll tell you that.
Bro,
I was reading like 70 books a year.
Yeah, but you threw them all out.
Because I read them. Well, the problem is that I can't read them no more. My eyesight got so bad.
There's stuff you can't even find no more. Books are becoming rare, too.
Bro, I got rid of.
They're gonna start grading books like Comic-Con, like Pokemon cards, bro.
Nah, there's actually legislation now banning books.
There you go.
Like there used to be like there were certain books when I was growing up that were banned, like Speak.
Yeah.
You know, a couple other ones, but now it's like becoming more and more. And it's crazy because Speak was banned when I was growing up, right? Just thinking about the time and everything that's going on, Epstein Files type shit. Speak was banned because it was a story about a girl who got raped in school, and she tried to let it be known, and everybody turned against her.
Right.
And that book was banned.
Mm-hmm.
They said it was too controversial for kids.
But we got to that shit was in mass schools before they banned it. It's cool that they allowed it.
Yeah.
For a while, but again, yeah, it was too controversial. It's like that's reality.
Yeah, it's like what was controversial about that? Like, it's kind of crazy that but that was like us growing up to see how that's still playing out, you know?
Yeah, it is. And like you know, I already came up with a sick idea for what I'm gonna do with my channel and how I'm gonna distribute. My episodes are never going away.
Yeah.
They're always gonna be around. One way or another.
Because some tapes, bro.
I find that shit goofy. Like, I did a video, and I mean, I don't care. People could feel how they want about it, but my first ever video was on a woman, boy, Tamela McCallum, right? I've already discussed this before, but we knew the kid who did that, right? We were actually very good friends with Michael Cordero until we left out of junior high school, and we decided, you know, we went to high school, we split up. Like, a lot of people, once you leave junior high, you go into high school, you kind of go your separate ways. Some people remain cool, right? So next thing I heard is 4 years later, I haven't seen this dude, spoken to him, anything. I hear what he did. So that was my first video ever. There was a whole documentary on this woman. that was done. I saw a trailer for it, but guess what? You can't find the fucking documentary anywhere. What the fuck? Like, what is that? You mean to tell me you got a production company? You got approval from the parents. You got these parents on video, brother on video, friends on video, collection of photos, footage, everything you need to deliver a heartfelt piece. And the family's in the, they're in the documentary, which means they're obviously okay with this. And then you distribute said documentary for it to go fucking missing. Like, you can't find it nowhere. It's not on YouTube. It's not on... Can't be found on Vimeo, Dailymotion. You know how easy it is to upload a documentary or any video? I do it every week.
Yeah.
You know how easy it is to upload a video and be like, here, guys, even if it's not about the money, even if you wanted to make it to be purchased, just to be able to see. But guess what? I put my video out, and then that video suddenly pops up. Like a year later, that video pops up. Oh, yeah, this is the whole full documentary. Because now you saw that someone else touched on it, and now you want to, that's some corny shit.
Yeah.
Like, I know that at the same time, like, it might not even be that deep. I'm not trying to attack nobody. It might be that somebody genuinely got their own stuff going on, and, like, maybe they didn't have access to it. Who knows? There could be a plethora of reasons. But it's something I've seen constantly. I see it all the time. Like, when someone else comes out and puts something out, all of a sudden, everybody got it. Oh, I got this one. Like, who cares? Like, you didn't want to put this out before. You didn't care enough. It wasn't on your mind because you forgot, which is the whole concept of my channel. Stop forgetting this shit. Put it out. People want to act like they were always down. Yeah, I put that out years ago. Yeah, but where was it? Where was it? You held on to it like it didn't mean shit. And now that someone else is shining a light on it, it's like, oh, well, I was there first. Let me show you what I did before that. Like, that's irrelevant because you didn't have it nowhere. That shit could not be accessed. That's it.
You were holding on.
Yeah.
You know what? It's similar to that. I was speaking to a comic I'm cool with, and they sold a dope idea to Revolt.
Right.
But, they ended up not giving him the slot, and, he showed me it. I'm like, yo, this is ill.
Yeah.
Like, he showed me what they, like, the episode and everything. He was like, but I can't touch it no more because I sold it.
Wow, look at that.
And they're not doing anything with it.
You're right, because those are shelf it.
Yeah, so the whole idea, so he can't do it on his own because you could do what he was trying to do on his own.
Right.
But since they bought it, you can't do it no more.
It's not yours. That's why you don't sell shit.
Yeah.
Like, you don't sell shit. The day I sell...
Unless it's coming out.
Unless it's
a partnership type of...
and there's a clause. You have to do this. Released by... it's not just about... Like, if you got something that you care about artistic integrity and you want to put your music out, your video out, your whatever out, and a company comes up to you like, yo, we're really interested in what you're doing. We want to do this. You got to have a lawyer ready to look at that paperwork and look at everything and be like, well, ask them about this and, let's come back with a rebuttal for this, and this. Because, no, you're not going to take my fucking idea and then shelve it and then let me forget about it and I fuck around and see it come out with, like, Mark Wahlberg or some shit, like, 3 years later, acting like it's just out your brain. I don't got nothing to do with it. Like, no, that's just called stealing.
But a lot of known companies and shows.
No, a lot of them do that. A lot of them do that.
And a lot of people do it because everybody wants to get put on.
Yeah.
You want to sell something.
Of course.
Especially if you're an artist.
I completely understand that.
So,
but you got to take heed, bro. Like, look at everything that's happened. At this point, you can't even... like, you got to move a certain way because we've heard horror stories for years. We've been hearing it for years. You hear about selling your rights. You got to keep your creative control. You got to keep your name at the beginning of that. That's it. Like, that's whatever they say. Like, bro, we could just not do this. Like, we could just go back to we never met and we never discussed this. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got to sell shit. I'm not going to. I'd rather not make whatever it is they giving me and make that same money on my own gradually than to have you shelve my shit.
Yeah.
Because then a lot of these people can't do, like, they have like a some type of agreement in the contracts. I've heard of situations where they can't even touch the stuff on their own platforms because it's contracted to them.
No, it's theirs.
And it's like, Bro, you're bugging. Like, this was my whole thing before y'all came along. Who the fuck you think you are? Like, are you out of your fucking mind? Like, you're bugging.
Yeah, we're gonna take evil intentions, right? And we're gonna turn it into a conglomerate.
Like, no.
You know?
Like, I have ideas for how I want that to go. And if it's done right, absolutely. If not, it's just never happening. That shit'll die with me. That's it.
That's the cool thing about going back to technology, though. We are at the time where you can't do it yourself.
Right.
And it may not look the best, it may not sound the best, it may not... But if something has soul, it will reach people.
Yeah, it's 100%. Listen, man, you're at the perfect time where you can make things happen for yourself. If you want to create something and put it out, you can do that on your own, and it can, if it's done right, it will go. Period. It don't even have to look as flashy as TV. I've had videos come out that don't have half the production value of some of the shit from networks, and you look at the views, and it's just insanely different. Like 80,000 views uploaded 5 years ago versus 3.5 million views uploaded 2 months ago. Like, that kind of shit really happens. You see that with a lot of creators. Creators got more power than any network right now.
Yeah.
Like, that's the one place where you can find stuff that ain't fucking completely full of shit and, like, creating a narrative. Even though people create narratives all the time on their platforms. But that's why I laugh when I see channels trying to be network style shit. Because it's like...
It's taking out the DIY out of it.
You taking the DIY, like, first of all, like...
A lot of people have gotten too big and become... Now they're mainstream.
Well, that's the funny part. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, like, dude, it's multiple creators and podcasts and everything. They all went from being, like, the underground cool fucking area that you would go to, the fringe, so to say, to now you're mainstream media.
Yeah.
Now you're talking to leaders of the world that fucking you're sitting down with, fucking tech people from Silicon Valley that run fucking computer processing chips.
Right, motherfuckers, like, what are you doing? That could just really go into your shit right now and knock you down easily.
Like, what are you doing? Like, you're the mainstream, bro. You're more than mainstream.
It's actually crazier.
You CNN, bro.
Right. And listen, I don't know, like...
fucking Fox News now.
Yeah. And, like, I don't know, this is always something I found funny. I don't know what creators need to hear this, but y'all are not a network. Like, no matter what you say or how many your management, how many people are in the fucking fold, you're not a network. Because if you were a network, you'd be on a network. You're on YouTube. And motherfuckers want to have sets and hire 10, 20 people. Like, if you're certain fields, I understand why that's necessary.
Yeah, like, if you do, like, news on YouTube and stuff, there's channels, you need reporters, you need, like...
You need to be able to pay people for their time. That's
people that
only
really
right.
Call themselves news on there.
There's people with less subscribers than I have talking about my editor and my researchers and my, like... Bro, who do you think you are?
Walter Cronkite, bro.
Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, I don't get it.
Kaidi Chung and shit.
I know some people who have like 1 million subs who do all their shit themselves still. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They go to people to do certain designs or like merch, shit like that. Do a collab here or there once in a while, but to be like hiring a whole team of motherfuckers, like, bro, you understand why you're... And then there's the part I got that makes me annoyed by that. The people who will come out and be like, they get into beef. A lot of creators end up having problems because they underpay people, or they get into issues, or they start becoming like real weird bosses in a way and like shitting on the people they work with. And you hear it come out about a few creators every once in a while. Like a dude will come out and be like, oh, I'm going to tell my truth about...
Fucking, they become Ellen DeGeneres and shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you make videos reviewing movies and shit. Like, why is this shit that deep? Like, as someone who runs a true crime channel, I could tell you it don't gotta be that deep. Like, you can really deliver a story and tell the story the right way without trying to be fucking Geraldo, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, people love saying that shit. Oh, Geraldo, you're the new Geraldo. Like, Geraldo worked for a fucking network, bro. Like, he had a cameraman. He had people who fix his sound. He had people who gave him a script. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't compare me to people who went to journalism school and shit and like worked their ass off to do that. I'm not in that league, bro. I just do what I do. That's it. It's kind of like people who do video game reviews. They're not IGN. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta look for those channels because they're more honest than a lot of websites that are like, like shitty games getting like an 8.5 or whatever.
Yeah,
like that's obviously off. Yeah, that's obviously bullshit.
It's all grifting bullshit.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna go believe Maximilian Dude when he says that the new Street Fighter upgrade is bad versus the dude on IGN who's probably fucking born in 2003 telling me, yeah, this is the best Street Fighter since Street Fighter 7. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Street Fighter 7 hasn't dropped yet, but you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
they're just excited. Yeah, this is the best patch.
This is the best game since, Mortal... Like, I don't want to hear that shit, man. And it goes into everything. It brings it right back around. Because with music... the way this all started is me talking about how music is... the pop has never been trash.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of pop has been good music. You know what I'm saying? Like...
I could... I could sit back and now as an older dude, I could appreciate, like, when there was, with the Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera.
I never had a problem with it.
I never had a problem with it, but it wasn't the shit that I'm not going to listen to.
No, you're not going to bump it and, like, throw it on.
But,
and be like,
back then it was kind of a more, like, But, like, even NSYNC and shit, like, they could motherfucking sing.
Yeah.
Like, they had some dope fucking songs. And Backstreet Boys and, 98 Degrees and shit.
Yeah, those were, like, that's where I just started to, like, kind of be like, nah, man, I don't need to hear these dudes.
Yeah.
98 Degrees, that shit.
But that's from that era. I don't know what
they come up in zero, like, they always come up because they kind of got to.
Yeah, because they were part of it.
But they don't come up right away. Like 98. I've never heard someone say, 98 Degrees, my favorite boy band group ever.
What was the one that
came? The dudes all look like they were 40 years old. Like I thought
98 years old.
I thought those dudes were like working 9 to 5 jobs when they were out there singing in cashmere sweaters and
What was
shit.
the other joint? That it was like a making of the band for them. And it became like a...
You talk about the Diddy
Crazy Town?
Crazy Town, not Crazy Town.
O-Town.
O-Town, yeah.
That was another one, right?
O-Town was another one.
Mad fucking
yeah,
pop.
It was just an attack of these cats, you know what I mean?
That was like, there was an era, name for that era, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then there was the whole, like, the Latin Heat era.
Oh, man.
When it was
the
like
Ricky Martin, Mark Anthony, J-Lo era was crazy. Enrique.
Like, bro, the Spanish Heat
you would think there was a billion Latino artists. It was literally them 4.
Yeah.
And then you had, like, a dude singing Maria Maria over the Carlos Santana joint, and that automatically became, like, an anthem for whatever reason. It was just catchy, you know what I mean?
Rob Thomas Rodriguez. He became like a Latino ass motherfucker.
Yeah, but, like, when you looked at pop before, right, you had, and I'm talking about a lot of these bands are rock and roll or whatever it is. I'm just generalizing in the fact that this was the stuff that was on the Billboard charts. This is the shit you heard every hour on the hour on stations like Z100, KTU, Hot 97, whatever. That shit is pop. I don't care. Like, once it hits a certain point, it's making millions of dollars.
Yeah.
All that shit is pop. Like, hip-hop did not become the number one genre by remaining gangster rap and Mobb Deep and Biggie. It became the number one genre by becoming commercial and becoming more and more commercialized as the years went on, which is something that's been happening since the start. It's just reached a new level, you know? And it's because of accessibility, technology. Like, you got motherfuckers in Europe who, let's say they never heard hip-hop and they're like 10, 11 years old. If they go down a rabbit hole of 90s shit and they just click with it, that could be really good, right? It could also be really bad when you motherfuckers think they could just become a hip-hop artist in like a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is a lot of stuff that rolls into how you become an artist. It's experience. It's where you live. It's where you're from. It's what you've seen. It's what you've heard. It's how you grew up. It's not just about fucking adapting a sound, which is what a lot of people do now. A lot of people adapt the sound. Like, that shit is for real. Like, a lot of people do that in a lot of genres. Look at hardcore. Hardcore is full of kids that weren't around like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I get it. You got to start somewhere. Nobody's saying you got to be around for 15, 20 years in order to get into it. But it's the fact that a lot of these motherfuckers act like they were around 15, 20 years ago. And they like to talk like they were around 15, 20 years ago. And they like to write music and make it seem like they were like, yo, you're just emulating some shit that you don't know about. Be your own person.
Yeah. Add your own touch, too.
Yeah, that's why I don't hate on bands. Like, people shit on Turnstile now because they're not hardcore enough. Like, bro, newsflash, man. For anybody who's out there trying to keep it real, not everybody wants to be in a fucking bar playing to 40 people.
Yeah.
On a Tuesday night. Not everybody wants to travel 3-4 hours to a show when they're tired as fucking been on tour with no money and then pull up to a venue that has like 14 people in it. And, you know, not everybody aspires to do that. Some people have a life set up for themselves where they want to do something more. They want to play the big... They want to spread their message. They want to be able to do what they want to do.
Also grow. You should
you want to be able to grow. But you talk to some bum-ass hardcore dude from the Bronx or something, and it'll be like, oh, yeah, you know, those guys ain't hardcore. That shit is trash. You know, all this trash because motherfuckers don't play to their friends.
Yeah, we're going to go downtown and play Leonard's Pub.
Man, you need
Leonard's Pub.
You need to come down to Jawjackers. Jawjackers on 7th Street, man. We're going to be playing there.
This place is huge. It holds 60 people.
Yeah. This place got 40. It's got a 40 max cap. You know what I'm saying?
But it's real deal.
2 drink tickets. It's got a backside for smoking cigarettes. It's a cool night. No, fuck that shit. Like, not everybody wants to do that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, people want to fucking make music. They want to go mainstream. They want to blow up. Metal be like, you don't have to change your whole sound to do that. Like, Slayer been fucking metal forever. They're big. Slayer's big. They could play Yankee Stadium and shit. Like, Metallica's big. You know what I'm saying? Like, bands who have been in certain heavy areas of music have blown the fuck up without having to completely abandon their sound.
Dude, what's that band that opened for, did they open for Slipknot?
Who?
Fuck, I forgot the name of that band, but they're heavy. You know this band. He got kind of like more of a hardcore sounding vocal.
Damn.
But they're super heavy,
They're
bro.
new?
Yeah, you know this band, bro.
Oof,
you listen to them more than
Knocked
me.
Loose?
Knocked Loose.
Nah, Knocked Loose is wild heavy.
Knocked Loose is heavy as fuck. But they're big.
Right.
And they write better and better heavy shit.
Exactly.
It's
so
like,
it's like what that's
you could do it.
Yeah, you could do it. It's just bands want to chill. Like, first of all, bands like Turnstile didn't just start like now with that Glow On album.
Yeah.
And the album that just dropped, Never Enough, a little while ago. Like, this shit didn't just start now.
They're a pop punk
Like,
band.
they were always converting to a more smoother sound, like on that.
That's what you would call that if they
Time and Space album on Roadrunner Records. Like, Roadrunner Records. Like, they've always been signing nu metal and hardcore bands. Like, Dry Kill Logic was releasing music when Kill Switch Engage.
The motherfucker from Shy Halou started Newfound Glory years ago.
I know. Exactly.
Like
that's what I like. You can have like a lot of these labels are not dumb, bro. Like they know all this.
Wasn't the guys from like wasn't there like in metal bands like Arma Agulus, Fall Out Boy and shit?
Yeah, like a lot of the dudes at Fall Out Boy are from fucking bands back in Chicago that were heavy as fuck.
Yeah,
we got mad friends that know those dudes. We played shows with. No, I've been to a few shows with the drummer, from Fall Out Boy where he's just there chilling. And he's a part of his other bands, like just still playing heavy shit. Like some people just want to do different stuff. You know what I mean?
And that's good. I think that's healthy.
Yeah. Bring it back to like we kind of went off track a little just talking in general on music and how it's changed. But with technology, I think it definitely is the biggest factor.
Yeah.
Like it's very easy to just pick up on something and like it takes a lot of the
soul out,
artistic integrity out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And everything is so fast nowadays. Because it works for so many people, you know. Why make something that takes time and effort and multifaceted and you got to sit on it?
Yeah, you got to really like let it churn out.
When some people get more love from doing shit that isn't even fucking good,
right?
Like putting out, you could blow up faster. That's the route to do.
Yeah.
As a comic, that's the route.
Yeah.
I say as a comic, you see it. You're like, yo, like. And I don't think I'm fucking Jacques Cousteau or fucking Leonardo da Vinci, but, I face that all the time, bro, where I'm like, you know me, I kind of think in bigger ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I've always kind of been like that, whether it was the band.
Yeah.
I'm always like, yo, how can we bridge this for something else.
Right.
I've always been that guy.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's detrimental to me because I don't put out enough things. When right now it's all content. Give me. Feed the algorithm. Feed me.
Yeah, that's why, yo.
But I'm like, yo, some of the things I like to do may take longer. And I may fail at even that because who says that you just because you do something that takes some time is more meaningful that it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Like, you could fail at a bigger project. Like, that sucks. Like, nobody goes out their way to fail at a fucking feature film.
Right.
You know how much work, it's a fun job, but you know how much time and effort that takes?
There's certain things that still require that legwork and that you can't fake it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when you try to fake it, you can see the outcome.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you rely too heavily on CGI, what happens? People are like, this shit looks terrible.
Yeah, it looks, Jurassic Park films, the new joints.
Yeah.
Make a robot.
Right.
You got the best robotics ever. Motherfuckers was using puppets and shit.
Back in
Jim
95.
Henson that looked fire, and now you fucking using all this CGI and it's fucking trash.
Right. It's because they feel like they're limited or it's cheaper to do it through CGI. It's like, all right, and that's why your movie looks cheaper.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't fucking stick around. I'd rather see the original one.
Yeah, like
this shit is garbage.
Those movies are garbage. It's the same. Like, it's also like technology. With the advancement of technology, this actually ties in perfectly to my next point. With the advancement of technology, you would think that shit is coming out more smoothly, more on point, but you're not noticing that. Back in the day, if I'm watching something like Oz, if I'm watching The Wire, if I'm watching even fucking Walking Dead, just 2009, 2010. Those seasons ended, and then they came out a year later.
Yeah.
Year and a half at most. When Game of Thrones came out and was like, yo, you're going to wait 2 years because they can only shoot this shit at a certain time of the year in Scotland or whatever it was, people were like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy we got to wait that long. Yo, now it's the norm. Like Stranger Things. Like, I don't give a flying fuck about what happens to those fucking kids.
They're like
you're old enough
they're
to
all
take
30 now.
Like, fuck
right?
is, like, who gives a fuck about that town, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, Hawkins, Indiana. It's happening again. Like, bro, who gives a fuck?
And lost the sauce, bro.
Like, you're done, bro. You're waiting 3 fucking years to release a follow-up season when there are Emmy-winning shows with a crazy reputation that are always going to go down in history and used to come out every year. This is script writers really on their game. Like, yo, we had that shit written last year. This year we're writing season 3 and we're about to film season 2. Like, this is called motherfuckers being on their game. Writing shit, really getting busy. Now, bro, you waiting 3 years for one season and then the season will fuck around and be 6 episodes and they'll split it up and be like, you gotta wait 4 months for the part 2 of the season. Like, that's season 3. That's another season.
Yeah.
Like, why are you trying to fuck with us like this? Like, bro, the way I figured is like, I'm just not giving it my fucking time.
Yeah.
I will not watch that shit. I swear I'm going to watch nothing but spoiler reviews on YouTube. I'm not going to watch that bullshit because I don't care. Like, these kids got children now.
It's about their kids, their real life kids and shit.
Like, motherfuckers went through, like, 4 Lord of the Rings films in the amount of time y'all taking to fucking
real.
Finish your damn show.
Those films were gigantic.
Gigantic. Peter Jackson
filming in the same areas as Game of Thrones.
Right. Back to back. Wilding out.
Yeah.
You gotta do better than this. And it's also why? Technology, bro. Like, the second that shit comes out, you're done with it. There are motherfuckers who will be like, I watched this whole season, breakdown, spoiler review, and the shit dropped.
The same night.
It just dropped.
Bro, digest this shit a little bit,
just dropped. Same thing with video games. Oh, speed running, the new Spider-Man, 100% trophies. Like, bro, why the fuck does this video exist?
Yo, people are fucking...
Why the fuck does that video exist?
Talking about technology, you see it in video games a lot, too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because, everybody that's focused on graphics... Yo, graphics peaked. Because, like you said earlier, I changed a little while. Mm-hmm. So I got out of video games for like a decade, bro. Mm-hmm. And I was gone.
Yeah.
So when I came back to video games, I came back to video games when I wasn't feeling well, like probably 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm playing shit from like 2014, like Like, yo, this shit look crazy. And I was like, yo, it's 20. I want a PS5 playing shit from 2015. Like, yo, these graphics are fucking wild. Yo, look at the water.
Yeah.
Yo, for real. No, I'm playing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, these and then I started playing. Then I played a couple games that came out in recent years.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, it took so long to make this, and like, it's so much like the file size and what it takes to play them and the power and everything. And I'm like, yo, it's not doing anything for the fun of this game.
No, it's not.
Even the visual,
right.
like I said, I came back and I'm like, yo, at peak to me is like 2015, 2016. I'm like, yo, you don't need to go. You should just focus on fun and telling a story, and
that's the problem. That's the problem, and that exactly the perfect point. Technology, because now motherfuckers have no pressure. It's like all this shit I hear about these developers, what they go through in the big companies and crunch time and all that. I don't want to hear it, bro. I don't care. It's not my problem. I'm a consumer. Stop fucking telling me about that. I don't care. Like it's become normal to make me give a fuck about that. And it sounds like I'm being wild hateful, but it's just wild frustrating. Like, I'm used to an era where if a game came out, that was the game.
Yeah, you got everything in it.
What you got in that game was it.
You don't gotta worry about, it's gonna finally be better with a patch 3 months from now.
If I got that game, if there's a glitch in that fucking game in 95, I put that game in right now and the glitch is still there today.
Yeah.
You got what you got. I prefer that because the game was complete.
Bro.
Now it's like day one patch is going to be 27 gigs. Oh my god, the patch that lets you jump over the wall and see into the second map. Oh, a leak of what the next DLC is going to be.
Yo, they released the game with the first DLC letting you know already.
Yeah.
Like what?
DLC is dropping in 4 months.
Like what? You're already letting me know the like motherfucker.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Yo, you money hungry
clowns,
evil
bro.
Tech herbs, bro.
Fucking clowns.
You guys are all fucking disgusting. Nintendo, motherfucker, disgusting with how they're trying to.
Nintendo, go ahead.
How they fucking trying to fucking harass pockets, bro.
Nintendo, listen to any Nintendo fanboys who might or might not see this. You're in a fucking cult.
That shit is corny too.
Like, I grew up on Nintendo. I grew up on SNES. I never owned a Genesis. The only system I owned, the systems I owned after Nintendo systems were fucking PlayStation 2, N64. Like, I mean, that's still Nintendo, but you get what I'm saying? Like, I was never leaning one, like, I never cared about that shit. I just wanted to play good games, right? Bro, Nintendo is behind in everything they do.
Yeah.
Like, the Wii U... By the time the Wii U dropped, how was that shit not HD? Or the Wii wasn't HD, which one bullshit system that was. Like, I don't care how good the games were. They looked like shit. Everything was already...
the Switch was 720.
Yeah, everything else was already fucking HD. Like, we playing King Kong on Xbox 360 looking at this shit like it's a movie. And these motherfuckers are coming out with a pixelated-ass Mario game in, like, 2010 or some shit, like, whatever it was. Whatever the fuck it was. And it's like, yo... Y'all always gonna cap for this company, always. Like, even now, there's like the Switch 2, a fucking LCD screen. You couldn't even do an OLED screen. Why? Because they're gonna do the OLED in like 7 months when they release the Switch 2 thin.
It's gonna
like,
be $600.
Now you get
OLED.
Now you get a fucking plastic box with no cartridge in it most of the time.
Bro, they don't give you no you remember
booklet,
when you used to get
posters,
booklets,
that fresh
stickers,
smell. Like,
none of that. That shit comes in the cheapest. That shit comes in fucking when you order fucking Uber Eats in the bag.
Yeah, and people, I'm having a ton of fun on my Switch too. It runs Street Fighter 6 so well. Like, why are you surprised? Like, fuck, this is what I'm talking about. Like, why are we so impressed by a fucking system that just dropped this year running a game from 2 years ago? Well, it should be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason why that should be news. Like, oh my god, I'm so impressed with how it runs Street Fighter 6. Oh my god, look at, like... That game is already... That shit should already be discontinued. Like, that game's already done, bro. Fuck, like, I'm not talking about competitive circuit, whatever. Get that shit out of here. I don't want to hear nobody being hype over a fucking... like, a game that's like a fighter on a next-gen system.
Yeah.
It's a next-gen system.
Especially a fighter.
A fucking fighter that you don't do shit but go back and forth and do supers? Like, there's no going to the next level. There's no loading of portals or open worlds or nothing. Like you're hype about this bullshit. Yeah. Like what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
That's a good point.
I played Street Fighter Alpha 2 on a Super Nintendo, and that shit was pretty ill in 1997. Okay? 1996, 1997. And that game was wild expensive for the time. Like 4 different family members had to pitch in to get me that shit.
That shit took a birthday and Christmas.
I had to, you got the first $40 for Christmas.
Yeah.
Your birthday, you get the game.
That's how it was, though.
Like, this shit is for real, bro. Like, it took mad time to get a game like that expensive. It wasn't just like, not everybody came from the family that could just go and get you that shit. Like, it was like, my birthday's coming up. I've been good. Like, if you, grandpa, throwing like $30 a piece.
Uncle.
I could maybe, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I don't eat for like 2 days. Like, we could probably get that game. And that game looked pretty fire. The game did what it needed to do. It ran pretty well. Shit, Mortal Kombat ran pretty well on Sega and Super Nintendo. We knew we weren't playing no fucking arcade perfect shit, but we got what we needed out of that. We had mad fun. Now, no rollback netcode. Oh my god, the glitching. Oh my god, Zangief is broken. You could tell by the way his lariat. Like, you motherfuckers have taken the fun out of all this shit. You guys are insufferable weirdo. Fucking bums, bro. Like, I fucking get it. This is obviously not the whole community of people. I'm talking about the people who just make it their business. You find it in every forum, every fucking Reddit post, every comment section. It's just people they don't know a time where they weren't spoon-fed everything and day one patches and all this extra shit. Like, bro, I don't want to I'll never buy another Call of Duty game in my life.
Yo, dude, they were the commercials for them. Yeah, now we got like
Nicki Minaj.
Yo, bro, they're trying anything because that other game, Battlefield. Yeah. I don't fuck with those games personally, but Battlefield I heard is fire, bro.
Battlefield is supposed to be crazy. I heard that
people were like, yo, nah, this shit is fire.
But it's also the Fortnite effect. Call of Duty is competing with Fortnite, who's not even the same type of game. Because Fortnite made events, having all these big-ass artists come onto their game and do these huge events, and Battle Royale games became huge.
And when did everything become, I'm going to release once a year?
Like everything's 2K.
Yeah, or like everything's 2K or a new iPhone. Like, what are you doing? Yeah, like let it breathe a little bit, bro.
It's obsolescence.
Yeah.
That's the whole, that's a process. Like, every time they release a new fucking, if I'm saying the word correctly, but every time they release a product, they release it with like a simple new thing. Like, you got the iPhone Pro Max with decked out specs. Now try it in silver blue.
Yeah.
Like, now it's got max Wi-Fi
slow rollout. Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here with this shit, man.
Yeah, this shit is disgusting.
That's another thing. The whole discussion about, you don't got an iPhone, you broke. Like, all these phones are mad expensive. Like, none of y'all paying $1,800 for your iPhone. You're on a month-to-month plan, like half the nation. Like, you're paying like $180 every check. Half the time, your shit probably not even paid. Like, I know motherfuckers whose phones be getting disconnected, but they got the illest new phone. Like, bro, any phone, a Galaxy Fold is mad expensive too.
They're computer prices, bro.
They're computer prices of fucking laptops. You can
get a beautiful, legit gaming laptop that runs editing software for less sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of times.
I'll just bring that shit on my podcast. Hello?
Hey. Come on. Nah, bro, I'm talking into my laptop.
Yo, what's good?
Let me put my earbuds in. You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of shit, bro. It's like technology fucks with every aspect of just creative shit. Because now you have these companies that are like over everybody, like, all right, so how could we maximize profit? How could we do this? How could we do that? And once that happens, it's pretty much slavery. You know,
you're at the whim of fucking these fucking money hungry power fucking money vacuums.
Yeah,
that just give me it.
And like, I don't know, it's like I see it a lot with my channel. People will be like, "Oh, I would subscribe, but you don't post a lot," and I'm an asshole to every single one of those comments. I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't have to beast, bro. Like, I'm not your fucking favorite creator.
Like, but why do you have to post a lot?
Like,
why can't you let the thing come out and enjoy it for what it is?
Like, think about how traumatized you sound when you're like, oh, your content's so good, I want to subscribe, but you don't put enough of it up. Like, you're not even insulting me.
That's weird.
You sound like a goofball.
Like, yeah, that's fucking weird.
Like, that's the weirdest shit I've ever experienced. Like, people talking like that.
And yo, bro, people are weird, bro.
Nah, people are mad weird.
Yo, people are weird when you
like,
when people talk up about certain things and people got certain views and shit. You're like, really? That's in you?
Yeah,
like yeah, that was in you.
Yeah,
that's crazy, dog.
My favorite part. I mean, it's just all this shit. It just comes full circle, man. Like, basically, everything is like a sped up process of everybody just trying to fit into like a certain mold or whatever, and they're like taking out the fun out of all this shit. That's why when you come across a band, a show, a game, something that's done well and that you could tell was done right, you gotta appreciate it because the shit ain't around like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of shit that don't exist like that anymore. I don't ever knock people for taking as long as they want to take to release what they want to release because it shows me that they're not trying to put some half-ass bullshit out. You know, for a lot of content, there ain't no day one patch. If you go release a trash song with an ill beat today and it gets a good following, and then people, there's another part of it, like take the Kendrick Drake thing, for example. People talk about those songs, right? But as quickly as people like the songs, then people turn face and all that shit was garbage, actually.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So take your fucking time, bro. Take your time to release whatever you want to release. Like, stop trying to rush and then, like, please people who obviously ain't there for the right fucking reasons. Like, you're trying to rush me to put out content like this shit is entertainment. Like, on a certain level, everything is entertainment because it's being put up for viewing. But there's a message in this shit. There used to be a point where, like, there was a message in some of the shows that came out. There was a message in documentaries that came out. It wasn't about pushing a certain idea. It was about showing you what the fuck happened. Like, why can't you show something and show the truth of something without having to have a reason? Like, people always want you to have, like, well, what do you agree with? Like, gives a fuck what I agree with. You watch the video or not, motherfucker. Like,
yeah,
nobody's asking you to be here. Like, you don't gotta be here, and I don't gotta answer you. All that to say that, like, it's kind of like the way people feel about AI and, like, creating music and the way it just does everything.
Yeah.
It's like, y'all were kind of playing a big role in, you know, everybody kind of played a big role in making it get to that point.
Yeah.
Because everything's becoming so easy to do. It's like, I'm sorry, but you cannot, like, there's just certain, like, I can't just be a guitarist.
It's a cheat tool.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Right.
And being a cheat tool, you're cheating the process.
Yeah, I mean.
So if you're cheating the process of creating anything, whether it's games, music, you know, fucking films, you know, cinema, fucking poetry. People are using it now to write articles, right? Mm-hmm. Like they're using technology. It's not your words.
Right.
You're feeding what you're supposed to be writing, and you're giving it and saying, "Oh, make this better."
Right.
It's like, no, you make it better.
You make it better. Like,
in your own words. This
right.
is why it's you. You don't want the fucking, you know. So it's a cheat tool. It could be used to help in a lot of profound ways, but you cannot. Once you start cheating the process, it loses its soul, man.
No, it absolutely does. And last point I'll make is just that, again, pop back in the day used to be way better than pop now.
Yeah.
Like, pop now is like, I don't want to hear nothing about, bro, I don't care. Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah.
Artists like, bro, that's garbage music. It's garbage. Like, you cannot compare that to Mariah Carey and even Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Sade. Like, but like, what are y'all even thinking? You're like, oh, but y'all gotta understand, you old heads. Like, listen, bro, I guarantee you that shit won't be playing in 20 years.
Yeah,
I guarantee you. You throw on Sweet Fantasy right now, or you throw on fucking All I Need, Mary J. Blige and Method Man. You throw on Sade, any Sade song now, that shit'll strike a nerve in a certain demographic of people because the shit is instant.
It's timeless.
Yeah, now what's gonna happen when you fucking throw on I don't even, like, half the shit that I hear right now is like fake renditions of shit that we had.
Yeah.
Like, we're at that point where now they're sampling music from the 90s and early 2000s. And it's like, bro, like, this is bad music.
Yeah.
Like, it's not good. And it comes down to, it just all boils down to, I feel like back in the day, people used to work harder on their craft. Like, people wanted shit to sound good. You know, even if it didn't, like, there's not, and I'm not saying every band was good. Like, you got bands like Counting Crows and shit that I never fuck with. There's a huge demographic of
There's
people.
a lot of shit that you just don't fuck with.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit I don't fuck with. It didn't sound good to me no matter what fucking era it is. But there's a lot to be said about music that was that popular at a time where you didn't have as much help. Like, music that was making millions, people who were selling out concerts and still relevant to this day, who were making pop music back then, and they didn't have all the tools that people got now. And now, with all the tools in the world, the shit ain't hitting the same.
Yeah.
It ain't. And the proof is in the fact that a lot of these artists can't even sell tickets. They'll listen to your shit and just let it rock in the background. That shit'll be a Z100, but then next thing you hear, a concert being canceled or being
this
delayed.
tour being like interrupted because
postponed due to low ticket sales. Like, this is just the proof is on the writings on the wall. They're telling you, you got to do something else. You have to do something different. You have to. You got to limit something. You got to put more heart into this shit, like something. Because if your music is listening good enough to listen to on while they're streaming some shit or doing a review or just writing their next video for a content creator, whatever it is, TikTok's a big culprit in like blowing music the fuck up, right? If it's good enough for that, you want your music to be as good as a dance routine or as good as a fucking challenge on TikTok that's gonna burn out in like 3-4 months. You know what I'm saying? I have to. So there's times where I don't even know who the artist is or what the song. Like, oh, she sings that song. I didn't even know she sings.
And that's a lot of people that like put out stuff now and like, yo, add this to your video.
Yeah. Like
they want you to like that's your goal.
Right. It's not, bro. You see some of the most successful bands, like King Gizzard and a lot of old bands that are coming back and doing tours and shit like that. Some of the new bands like King Gizzard that hold kind of like that old formula, they're doing great.
Yeah. And
you probably never find them on TikTok on a part of a challenge. You don't need that shit, bro. Like, you gotta understand that there's certain things where it is kind of like putting an expiration date on your art in a way, because overexposure by default, you're never gonna have people who 100% agree with the music or whatever, but by default, the second this shit goes viral, there's a whole legion of people whose only sole purpose in life is to shit on it.
Yeah.
Just because it went viral, I don't see the big deal. This song sucks. There was a time where that never happened. Like, it's like bitter, weird shit, and technology plays a big role in it. And that's it, man. Like, when it comes to that, it's just kind of depressing to see it happen. It's happening before your eyes and shit.
You gotta keep the soul, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's making its way into other realms of entertainment, like boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because now you got the cats like the Jake Pauls who are content creators. They're the ones who utilize the internet in a big way. You got dudes like Logan Paul in WWE. Why? Because they utilize a demographic. Like, they got a huge fan base and they bring those people along. Logan Paul could actually, he looks good in the ring.
Jake.
Is it, yeah?
Yeah, not Logan. Logan is the older one.
The older one. That's the one in WWE.
Yeah.
Right.
That's you mean in the wrestling ring?
Right. Like, I mentioned both of them.
Yeah.
So you got Jake and Logan Paul. Logan Paul in WWE, he's down with WWE because he's a natural heel. Yeah. He could bring people, audiences over.
He's pretty good.
Right. He could wrestle, right? But he's such a small peg in a big, like, fucking situation rolling in that company that it's like he's not a big enough person to like make that company look bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, they get rid of talent all the time. But my point is that the reason why dudes like that are in that, before it was like if you were a huge athlete, like an ex-football player who got injured, you had a fucking career in the WWE. Like, they were looking at you because you have a massive build. Maybe we could teach him to do this. Like dudes like Steve Mongo McMichael.
Yeah.
Fucking Bill Goldberg. You know what I'm saying? Roman Reigns played football. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The Rock played
football. So it was always a correlation, but the entertainment side of it, like these cats who are like in content creation and like who made a whole living from like doing weird shit to like spark public outrage and do like, oh, I'm gonna go to the forest in Japan and film people hanging from trees, like real corny shit like that. You would never think that that would be associated with like sports entertainment, but since it's about money, it always kind of comes. And like even now, after the Canelo versus Crawford fight, that was a huge fight, biggest platform from any of them. And the first thing I see the next day is Jake Paul like, haha, like trying to rile the shit up.
Yeah, trying to get the Canelo fight.
Yeah, trying to get the Canelo fight, which is like, okay.
Like, bro, you are not Bud Crawford, bro.
Yeah, you're
like,
bugging the fuck out.
You think you're one of the GOATs, bro? Like, are you fucking... Yo, what are you smoking, bro?
In the internet, you will have a whole legion of people who will really try to argue that shit. Well, I don't understand how you think anybody gets to be the greatest. They got to start something. Like, just fucking quit it.
Yeah.
He is never gonna be at that level. Yeah, never.
He the only like the boxer he fought, he lost, bro.
Never. It's never happening. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it seeps its way into every single aspect of entertainment that as we know it, and that's why shit is all kind of like, you see it's losing its allure. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is still on the positive side of that because it's still, a very real thing.
There's real champions.
It's a real...
There's real skilled
right.
motherfuckers out there, bro.
Right, exactly.
You want to see somebody at Jake Paul's weight, go watch Jai Opataya. Mm-hmm. You'll see a real deal fighter, bro.
Exactly.
With skills.
Yeah.
Like,
that fight that we saw, it didn't have shit to do with the internet. It didn't have shit to do with...
two goats.
Shit talking in the fucking on YouTube or none of that. This shit was athleticism and two dudes who really wanted to do what they do in the ring, what they do best.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, that shit was great for the sport of boxing, period. How did you feel about the fight?
Yeah, I thought that's what it was. It was a pure boxing match.
Right.
And, like, you could, like, if you look at, like, replays of, when they clashed at moments, bro, you're looking at calculations.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 moves ahead of each other.
Yeah, like
with defense and offense and like, some of the fucking stuff you're like, this is, other boxers can't do it.
Right.
Like, everybody said, it's crazy. I was talking to you about this, like, I think just yesterday. Mm-hmm. But, when I watched the fight, I a lot of people sleep on Bud Crawford because he never got like the accolades as much as he should in his era.
Right.
Because a lot of people didn't want to fight him.
And he's been fighting for like almost 20 years, right? Like 17.
No, he's been in the fucking game for a minute, bro.
Yeah.
He's the same era as Canelo and shit, and the same era as Pacquiao.
Right.
Pacquiao's already retired, and like he's been around. So he's been fucking disgusting for ages.
Yeah.
Lower weight classes. So everybody, surprised at it. I'm like, you can't really be surprised at it. I thought Canelo was going to do way better because of the size difference.
Right.
Not the skill difference. It was size difference.
Right.
But that shit was nullified by just perfect counter punching. Mm-hmm. Crawford waited. He was like, and when he was looking to counter punch, he attacked. Mm-hmm. Right? But another thing about the fight, other than it just being, I thought it was just a fucking dope experience to see. Even I knew Crawford was gonna probably win because when he came out to the Desperado theme, bro, I'm like, nah, he's coming out to this. Mm-hmm. He got the whole Mexican crowd like amped up, and I'm like, that's that's a mind game, bro.
Right.
That's like when Mayweather came out on Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
And he came out with the fucking hat and shit. Like, it's like, all right, I'm gonna rile y'all up too.
Yeah, like that's accepted. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always gonna be a lot of competitiveness, and there's gonna be shit talking in subtle ways, but like, it shows that fight showed that these two men went there with, a score to settle.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't they both showed each other mad respect from the very beginning. And after the fight, I was surprised by how fucking quick Crawford was, even coming up in weight.
Yeah.
Like, I did not expect him to be that fast. Like, that shit was shocking. Once like the fourth round hit, I was like, fuck. Like, this shit is not...
You just knew he was like, all right, he's in there.
Man, because people... Here's the thing with me. I don't... When it comes to sports and boxing, UFC, we used to watch this shit like every weekend back in the day.
No, we grew up watching it. Yeah.
Grew up watching boxing. My parents every Saturday, whether it was Showtime or HBO Sports, it was playing, and whenever there was a boxing match in my crib, coming from a Puerto Rican household, bro, that shit was a big deal. I have tapes to this day of fucking mad matches. I'm talking shit with Riddick, like
Sweet Pea.
Yeah, old shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is not something that I'm just now starting to get into or anything like that. I still don't watch it as much as I would like to. I don't have the time. Like, I'm always doing something. But the truth is, like, there are certain matches you just can't tune out.
Yeah.
You have to be
that
there
was
to
one
watch
you
it.
have to, because
that was one you had to
and
watch.
these guys are at the end of their era.
Right.
That's something that I think both these guys should at most maybe one more fight, but I think they should retire.
Yeah, I think so.
Because Canelo taking a loss to Crawford, and his legacy is already solidified.
Yeah, like you're not gonna.
Crawford already solidified now. You're one of the You're like arguably a top 5 GOAT now.
Yeah, and absolutely.
You up there with motherfuckers could talk about you with Mayweather and fucking Ali and Robinson and shit like that. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you're really at least top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
But arguably top 5 now. Yeah. Three weight undisputed in the 4 belt era. That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
So it's hard to do.
Right.
And then you the last guy you had to take it from was Canelo.
Yeah, that's crazy.
A fucking monster. That's 2 weight divisions ahead of you.
Yeah, that's a big deal, man.
Yeah, I think he needs to go because he's older.
Yeah, he's
gonna fight a young. Not saying that he can't pull it off 1 or 2 more times another year or 2. He probably can.
Yeah.
But why don't unless you're gonna pass the torch?
Yeah.
Like I think that's what maybe you do.
Yeah.
You fight the next best guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think Canelo. Everybody been wanting to see him, even though David Benavidez is not going to come back down and wait now.
Yeah.
Because it's not for belts or anything.
Right.
David Benavidez was the next guy in line.
Yeah.
Especially for Mexican boxers. The Mexican monster, bro.
Yeah.
He's the next guy.
Yeah.
He's my favorite fighter right now. Mm-hmm. Benavidez is nasty, bro.
Yeah.
Like, full pressure forward fighter.
Yeah.
And, like, he's like, yo, we going to figure this out.
Yeah.
like Killer Be Killed in this ring, bro.
Yeah.
So... I would like to see. I think these guys should fucking be thinking about retirement, bro.
Yeah.
Because they should not be fucking letting just nothings beat them, you know?
Yeah, like you don't have to take every fight. Like Canelo doing the fight with Crawford, whatever. That was you got to take risks when you're at that level, and that's what that was.
For 150 million.
Yeah, he's like, yo, I'm good, bro. Like he don't gotta. If I lose, like I'm me.
Yeah, he's.
You know
Canelo.
what I'm saying? That's like Jordan not winning a championship. Like he still has an ill career. Like that shit, people gotta lose, bro. Not everything is winning. It's about going out there doing what you gotta do. And that's the thing. I think people are like really obsessed with the idea of being, not just being the best. Everybody wants to be the best of something, but the idea that everything is like, everything gotta be like a grand win, or everything gotta be like this whole situation where it's like, if you lost, like you ain't shit. It's like, bro, that's new.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Like,
and it diminishes the sport, especially in boxing.
Absolutely.
Everybody that wants to keep the fuck that. If the best are fighting the best in the division, somebody's got to lose.
Yeah.
But you go back to the 80s, they all fought each other.
Right.
And Duran lost to fucking, Leonard.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, Hagler lost. People took...
It's about fighting.
W's and L's from the GOATs.
Yeah, it's like nobody ever looked at that back in the day and said, oh, garbage. Like, you got...
Bro, Ali lost to Frazier.
Yeah, like, what are we talking about?
Like, he got knocked out. Like,
and Ali is still considered, like,
he's
the GOAT.
Yeah, like nobody...
That meant nothing. Like, it was just... It's like, bro, we gotta stop that kind of shit.
Yeah, it's fucking bad for sport. It's bad for a lot of things.
And then a lot of the commentary comes from motherfuckers who just sit on Twitter and don't know shit about the sport.
Yeah.
Or even worse. You know what's worse? The motherfuckers that picked up the sport a few years ago.
And think they know everything. Yeah, that shit is so fucking weird,
like, bro. Calm down. Like, I know mad people who box.
Yeah.
I know mad people who box and don't talk like you.
Yeah.
I know people who could probably bust your ass with a few jabs, but they're not gonna say that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy because there goes the internet shit again. Like, the internet coming into the fold is like people just find it funny to go in there and troll and shit like that. And it's like, bro, there's people that I don't know. It's just weird. Like there's people who are really trying to be the best at what they do.
Yeah.
They don't got time for your corny ass.
Nah, they're just they're out there putting it on the line, bro.
Yeah, man. They're out here fucking really battling it out.
I will say this about the Canelo performance too, yo. Because when I watched it, my eyes said at max he won 4 rounds. Mm-hmm. I thought he only won 3.
Right.
Right? But the official CompuBox numbers actually got him winning 7.
Oh, wow.
And these are the numbers
from landed punches, right?
These are the numbers that are calculated on real lands.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, not just on what you throw.
Right.
Because the truth is that Crawford outthrew him.
Right, right.
But there's a certain point where if we're throwing the same amount of punches, now you got to calculate the land. So if me and you land 5 each, but you land 4 jabs and 1 body punch, and I land fucking 1 jab and 4, hooks or power punches.
You got to see
it's my round.
Right, right.
And if you threw out of 5, you threw, out of 10, you threw 5, and I threw fucking 20. So now I'm 25%. You're 50.
Right.
So you got to calculate all this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is an interesting fucking thing because boxing is thinking about going towards AI. Really calculating full lands and really like paying, because obviously judging stinks, bro. Yeah. And MMA and boxing. Yeah. How many times they got it wrong? Yeah. Do I think Crawford won by my eyes? Yes. But if it was AI,
they would have gone by the CompuBox numbers.
Canelo would have won.
Yeah.
That's bugged out because nobody thinks that.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
I didn't think that.
No, everybody would have said, "Yo, robbery."
Yeah.
But if you really, just because you're throwing doesn't mean you're landing.
Right. Exactly.
And a lot of punches, if you throwing and even if you hit the side of my glove, it's not a land.
Right.
You're deflecting.
Right. Exactly.
So it's kind of an interesting. It's kind of crazy to think about because if we go to AI, what a lot of people think they'll be seeing.
Yeah.
Is not
a lot of what they're seeing ain't gonna add up with the final result.
Never. In a lot of fights.
Right.
Because you see it all the time. MMA too. Like, oh shit, the motherfucker really landed. Yeah, you're right. Like, oh, you thinking it's landing, but it's you're blocking.
Yeah.
Low blocks.
Yeah.
Shit deflecting off the elbows.
Right.
It's not a real land.
Yeah, you don't see his team coming out and disputing it.
No, because he thinks. I know he thinks he could have done better.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's just you gotta have class when it comes to that shit.
Yeah, he's cool with it.
None of these people got time for that, bro. They're in the ring. You could lose your life in that ring, even if you're a trained professional. You could really just take a hit.
How many boxing loses lives every year?
Yeah, exactly. So you could really, you're getting in there at a certain age, doing this shit for mad years, and you're in there risking your health, risking your life, and then you coming home with $150 million.
Yeah.
Or Crawford made 50.
That will pad my loss.
Yeah, like. But yeah, man, like that kind of shit, it goes to show you, like, it kind of comes full circle. Everything with that.
I wish I got $150 million every time I got beat up. I mean, I'd have like $500 million. In my life, I'd have like $500 million.
Yeah, man, you take L's, bro. Like for the L's I've taken in my life, I'd probably be $300 million. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like 300 to
the times you got jumped or you got hit wrong or you got hit crazy. Like, bro, everybody, you gotta take L's, bro.
Yeah.
Like, anybody walking out here acting like they're He-Man, that shit, it never fucking. You always get put in your place, bro. Always get put in your fucking place. One way or another, motherfuckers are gonna check your ass. So be humble and just let people do what they do. Like, technology is crazy. It comes full circle because, like you said about the AI thing and like CompuBox and everything like that, like this technology shit is finding its way into every fucking part of entertainment in general.
Entertainment, society, everything.
So it's kind of like we got to start seeing what is it that we're doing wrong that motherfuckers really feel we can't be trusted.
Yeah, no, that's a good point, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we can't trust motherfuckers to make these decisions because they're biased or they're just not capturing shit right away or they're not capable, you know what I'm saying, of getting this type of information relayed correctly. So now we got to go to computers.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of shit is... It's kind of bugged out when you think about it, but, you know, it is what it is. We're here, man.
Do better.
Do better, man.
Do better. Be better. Dios te bendiga.
Yeah.
Dios te bendiga, papi. Colo suave.
Yo, just technology, bro. Keep it on a leash.
Yeah, yo, for sure.
It's too late for that shit.
That shit is got us on a leash, bro.
Yeah, I mean, in 10 seconds, people could take this me talking right now and make me talk Japanese.
Yeah.
And that shit will look real.
Have me talking. Zini PP CG eh? Ni bi shu bana di feng shi shoshi how.
Exactly. Yeah, man.
Guys, that's another fucking week. We back. We're gonna be doing things. We're here.
Yeah,
listen to us. Don't. We appreciate it when you do, though.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. You want to be here, we're glad to have you here. If not, oh well. You here.
If you saw this, you definitely here.
It ain't me on your channel.
Yo, peace.
Yo, later everybody. We'll see you next week.
Peace.